I don't know if you guys have seen this, and let me know if you agree with me here. But I feel like gaming, this year for gaming is just, it's such a drought, you know? And it's because of coronavirus. Like, there's an obvious reason why it's happening. But I even feel like 2020, man. 2020 didn't have much. There was like Hades, Cyberpunk ended up coming out. A lot of people hated that, though. I personally liked it, but a lot of people hated it. 2020 was really sparse. And 2021, man, it's so sparse still. So many things are getting delayed. Like, obviously, God of War is not coming out this year. I don't even know why they said it was. It obviously wasn't. Coming out 2021 or 2022. Horizon's apparently coming out 2022. Hopefully, Halo doesn't get delayed. Starfield, we don't know. Hopefully, it's this year. But yeah, man, it just doesn't feel like much is happening, dude. I don't think gaming is going to really hit its stride until 2022. And I think that's why Twitch has actually been doing so well too, and like multiplayer games, because a lot of people just don't know what to play, man. You know, like people are like, okay, I'll watch Valorant, or I'll do this, or I'll just chill with people and just chatting, you know, because there's not much. Yeah, but basically at the new BlizzCon, dude, all of the good announcements were like, it was basically the Burning Crusade, which is an old game that they're now re-releasing, right, for WoW. They announced all their old collection of games, so like all their old arcade games. They announced Diablo 2 remade. Like, I understand that's cool, man. Don't get me wrong. Like, I don't hate on that. I never got to play Diablo 2 when it came out, so it's going to be awesome to play the remaster version and experience it, right? But, dude, I've got to be honest here, you know? And then they also announced, like, Overwatch 2, but we already knew about that, and it's the same game anyways, right? And we knew about Diablo 4, and that's also just another entry in the same series. The most exciting announcements, man. Like, do you guys remember when Blizzard first announced Overwatch? Bro, I didn't even think it looked that interesting, but I was so excited because it was something new, you know? And so many companies, right? It makes sense because you kind of guaranteed more money if it's an existing franchise, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm hoping, man, especially with Xbox and their Game Pass model, I'm hoping, dude, they just say, all right, guys, do whatever you want to fucking do, and as long as one of you makes some big new franchise, we're set, you know? So that's what I'd be if I was Xbox. I'd be like, do what you want to do. I'd be like, we got to produce Halos, and like, again, you've got to produce Gears. We have to make those because those are our staples. But like, these big teams, give them another chance on something else too, dude. You know, playing and experiencing a new world for the first time and falling in love with something, like when I played Cyberpunk, that's why I love the game so much, man. It was just new. You know, like I felt like a kid again when I was playing Cyberpunk, because I was like, I didn't know anything about the world. You know, this wasn't some established franchise that I had already played hundreds of hours in, and I knew what to expect, and I knew the characters, blah, 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 right? It was where I knew the gists and the themes. It was all new, dude. Like, everything was new. Every time I met someone new, it was all new. Every time I experienced something, it was something, it was a new experience, right? And it felt meaningful and different. And I think it's coming, though, man. There's definitely going to be some studios doing some cool shit. It's just coming. I don't think it's going to be this year, though. Maybe Starfield. We'll see, though. Remember the PS5 event where everyone thought they would make GTA 6 and they announced GTA Remaster? Bro, these gaming events recently have been the most dog shit things I've ever seen in my life. Did anyone watch the Nintendo Direct or BlizzCon or this PS5 event that might actually been the single worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life? I genuinely was mad that I had it on the background while I was working, because I feel like it was distracting me because of how triggered I was from how bad it was. I don't understand why these companies, man, are making these like, why even do a presentation? Just do like a fucking blog post. Like, they're announcing games like this, like little like indie games that they like don't even look good. They don't even look like good indie games. It's like, what do we do with your PlayStation? What do we do with Nintendo? And Xbox had a presentation last year that sucked ass too. It's so weird to me, man. I feel like people underestimate how important it is for companies to have like good marketing and publicity. So I'll give you an example, right? There's rumors that Xbox is going to be doing an event that's going to have Starfield in this coming month, right? So when March starts. It's just rumors. It may or may not happen, and it may or may not be a good event. But bro, if Xbox comes out and like does even a small teaser of Starfield, Wolfenstein 3, and maybe the Project Dark, you know, the Perfect Dark game or something, just like small little teases here and there, they would blow Nintendo and PlayStation out of the water. I don't understand why Nintendo, PlayStation, and Xbox keep doing all these events, and it almost feels like they're competing to see who can make us fall asleep the fastest. Because like when I was watching the Nintendo event, I was like, bro, like, is this a joke? Like this is a joke. Like this is actually a joke. Like I'm being trolled. Like there's no way you actually made this presentation and then said to yourself, let's go like make this presentation to people that actually care about our product. And then same with PlayStation. I was like, there's no way that you watched that. You didn't have someone in your team that watched that and said, shouldn't we just like make a really short blog post? That way people will get pissed and lose faith in the brand. Because what people don't understand is marketing is a huge part of a brand. Like think about Apple, man. That's why they ended up beating Microsoft originally, right? Marketing's huge. Like, and if you have really awesome presentations that excite people, everyone's going to start talking about your product instead of the other one. So right now, I'll give you an example. Right now on a lot of Reddit posts, I notice people are talking about Xbox more than PlayStation because there's a lot of hype behind that Bethesda acquisition. But dude, if PlayStation had actually had a good presentation, then everyone would be talking about PlayStation and nobody would be talking about Xbox. You know what I mean? And if you don't have a good presentation, don't do one because then you're just going to make more people not like your product. Like, because you lose faith in the product. Like when Xbox did their stupid presentation last year, I was like, dude, this is like, fuck, man, why do we even have an Xbox? This is so dumb, you know? And if I had a PlayStation and I saw the state of play from last week, I would be like, oh my God, like, this is like, fuck, man. I don't feel hyped. Why? Like, you want to get people behind you, you know? It's kind of like a stream, dude. Like, you know how, like, we're hype right now and we're growing and shit? Like, you want to be on board that train that's going, you know? You got to make people think they're a part of, like, something important. And when you have these state of plays and these Nintendo Directs and these Xbox first looks or whatever, and they aren't good, it's so bad on the brand. It's such a tarnish. And I want to shake these people and be like, dude, don't do presentations unless it's fucking badass. Like, don't do it unless you open the, like, this is what needs to happen, dude. When you have a presentation, there needs to be pog champs in chat nonstop, dude. Just nothing but, like, that's all. You just need to see nothing but that in the chat the whole time. Like, every time you're doing a new announcement, pog champs. Like, everyone going, oh my God, they're doing this. Oh my God. And if you don't have that ready, that's completely fine. If you have to wait a fucking year and you can't do one presentation, you're just doing a bunch of blog posts, suck it up, bro. Because that's a hell. Because then when you do that presentation, you're going to rally everybody behind you, and everyone's going to be so excited to be behind your brand, whether it's PlayStation, Xbox, or Nintendo. And that's going to be what everyone's talking about. And more and more people are going to get excited for your brand. And long term, you're going to build something great, you know? Maybe that's just my opinion, though. I completely disagree. Dude, everyone always says that. They're like, as a smart consumer, don't do this. And I'm like, no, shut your mouths, consumers. You're all lemmings and you're idiots. And let's not act like you aren't. Like, I hate when we act like consumers need to be smart. I'm like, consumers aren't smart. End of story. Like chat, people buy Minecraft. People play Fortnite. You know, consumers aren't smart. End of story. That is a non-argument, especially because most of it's going to be younger, right? My opinion is that, like, dude, you got to understand. It's like leading an army, dude. You can't just expect your troops to all be fucking chads. You can't expect your troops to all be insane Navy SEAL chads that just, no matter what you do, like, they are going to get it done. And like, sure, there's going to be some people like that. But you got to, if you're Xbox, if you're a streamer, if you're PlayStation, if you're Nintendo, you're a leader. All right, you have to step the fuck up and lead the fucking lemmings. All right, the gaming consumers they're degenerates, chat. All right, we drink Monster, we stay up late. All right, okay, we watch anime. We're degenerates, dude. All right, our fearless leaders, Sony, the Xboxes. They have to make presentations that are fucking hype, because at the end of this day, we're always going to get hyped. We're always going to get overhyped, like shit. And there's going to be some consumers that don't get me wrong. And it's smart not to, if you're as an individual, but that's just how shit is, dude. Welcome to, that's how business is, that you got to market your product so people are excited for the product. And you also got to jump up and down in your chair while you talk about it. It's like a hive mind. Exactly, it's a hive mind. That's what I'm saying. It's Reddit, dude. Think about Reddit. Bro, if someone posts on Reddit that, hello, I'm a doctor, and you should be shaving your head every morning, everyone just goes, okay, he's a doctor, yes. Everyone just shakes their head and goes, yes. Like, whoever is think about this, chat. Go to Ask Reddit, read one of the top threads, all right? And then look through the comments. I guarantee you, your opinion on the subject, 90% of the time is probably the top comment, because you read the comment and you're like, yeah, that makes sense. And everyone agrees with this guy, so that makes sense, right? Okay, yeah. You know what I mean? Everyone's lemmings. Like, I am too. Like that's how we are, you know, especially in social media, dude. Like, think about it. If someone gets dumpstered on Twitter and they have more likes, everyone's like, this guy's the one. He has more likes, so he must be right. Right? That's what it's all about, man. But you got to realize that if you're Sony or Nintendo or PlayStation, and you got to make these conferences, you need to focus on the lowest common denominator, because at the end of the day, those guys are going to be the ones that build your foundation that then makes you market higher. You know, you have to market to the lemmings, because if you don't have the lemmings, everything's going to fall out from under you, and all the more sophisticated people and YouTubers are going to fall through the hole. And then no one's going to be supporting your product, right? People are lemmings. You know, people, like, I'm sorry, chat. We're all lemmings here. You know, we're cute lemmings. We're damn fucking sexy lemmings. Don't get me wrong. We got fat asses here, chat. Dump trucks only on this stream. But, like, okay, I'm just going to say it, dude. When I watch the gay presentations, I get hype as fuck, man. I know it might not happen. I know it's a CGI trailer. But, no, I got the perfect example. By the way, Lukey, dude, thank you for coming in during my rant. Thank you for the follow. I have the perfect example. Bro, are we gonna... Okay, no. In fact, no, I'm not even gonna say anything. Show, don't tell. I'm gonna show you guys what the fuck I'm talking about. Give me a second here. I'm gonna prove to you guys that marketing fucking matters, all right? I fucking... This will prove it, guaranteed. Let me find this, one sec. I can't say it out loud. There we go. All right, this is proof. For anyone that said this shit doesn't matter, this is literal proof that you're wrong. This right here, boys. 100% proof you're wrong. No cap. We got any WoW boys in here? Dude, I'm getting nerd chills.
The truest victory, my son, is stirring the hearts of your people.
Oh, Syndragosa, dude. TBT, boys. This is the best part. This is actually the best part.
For when my days have come to an end, you shall be king.
Oh. Bro, I am rock hard. I am rock hard right now. But what I'm saying, dude, is it doesn't matter. Like, a lot of people get mad because they're like, dude, you're showing these stupid CGI trailers and the game doesn't look like this and the game doesn't play like this, and I know the game's gonna suck and it's gonna have microtransactions. And I'm like, dude, but that doesn't matter. It's you gotta make that community, man, because the reason WoW's so big is the community, dude. And when they drop these huge ass trailers with like photorealistic visuals and all the characters doing badass shit, you know, like the last one with Sylvanas or whatever for the Shadowlands, like people get hyped on that, you know, and people are like, oh shit, that looks sick, you know, like people that don't play the game go, that looks sick, I want to play, I want to be a part of that. And people that play the game, they might fucking hate the game. They might be like, dude, WoW sucks now, you know, I wish WoW was like it used to be, you know, no one plays anymore, no, my friends play. But then you see that and you're like, you get that like sense of like you're in something important. So when Sony does a presentation and it fucking sucks ass, like you in the presentation, and if you're a Sony fan, or when Xbox did their presentation that sucked ass, if you're an Xbox fan, you kind of just sit there and you're just like, oh, you know, you're kind of like, oh. It'd be like imagine if your favorite sports team, right? Let's say you're into let's say you're in the Premier League, dude, and you like Manchester United. Imagine if Manchester United came out with some super cringe like video, and they're all like, we really like playing, and we're a good team, and I'm so excited to be here, and yeah, and that's okay. It doesn't matter, man. Maybe they're still the best team in the league. Everyone would just be like, oh my God, my team fucking sucks, dude. I just feel awkward, like even being a part of this, you know? It's the same thing with streams too, right? You just have to be hype, because you have to get people excited for that group, right? So, but if you come in with a trailer, or if you were Manchester United and you have this sick trailer, and like fucking, there's just girls in bikinis everywhere, and balls are flying everywhere, and then some guy does a double backflip, and he says some fucking badass shit, and he walks up to the player and he goes, yo, Man City, suck my ass. And everyone starts laughing their ass off. People would eat that shit up, and everyone would be like, I want to be a part of that team. They make jokes, they're funny, they're hot, they're sick. I want to be on Manchester United because they're cool, you know? And like, marketing is so important, dude. How you present yourself in your games, and it's blowing my mind that Sony, Nintendo, and Xbox can fuck up this hard. I'm not even joking. If another one of them has a presentation that's absolute dog shit, I'm gonna lose my mind. Because what are you doing? Like, are you trying to kill your brands? Like, dude, I'll give you another example. Imagine if Blizzard came out with just the dumbest cinematic ever. Like, it was literally dog shit. It looked like shit. It didn't look as good as one from 2008. And it was just the stupidest shit. And it was like, hello, players. Let's game. And then it just ended like that. And that was literally everyone would be like, holy fuck, why am I playing WoW? Like, we're such losers. You know, WoW fucking sucks. You know, but if they come out with a badass trailer where you're literally rock hard at the end and you're like, God damn, that was sick, then you're going to be like, that's my game. That's my boy.